My name is Shubhmar. Today I am telling about the topic is excretory products and their elimination. Excretory products and their elimination. Excretory products and their elimination. Okay, what is excretion? Excretion is nothing but the process of removal of nitrogenous waste materials from the body. The process of removal of nitrogenous waste from the body. From the body is called excretion. Excretion is nothing but the process of nitrogenous waste removal from the body. How these nitrogenous waste materials are formed means due to excess ingestion and also various metabolic activities of nucleic acids, proteins and lipids. Okay, how these nitrogenous waste materials are formed? Due to excess ingestion and various metabolic activities of nucleic acids, proteins and lipids. Okay, this so many metabolic activities and excess ingestion of these products will produce the nitrogenous waste materials. These nitrogenous waste materials are removed from the body because they are longer presence in our body, means they are very harmful. That's why we have to eliminate these nitrogenous waste materials from the body. Is called there is a separate organs present for the removal of these nitrogenous waste materials. For example, kidneys in all human beings, excretory organs for the removal of the urea. Okay, and also other than the kidneys, we have a different types of the excretory organs like skin, lungs and liver. Skin will remove the small amount of the ionic salts and water during the summer season, and also other the carbon dioxide is also one of the waste materials. It is also removed from the body by the process of respiration. The lungs will help in the removal of this what we call removal of the carbon dioxide. Next, what are the major nitrogenous waste materials in our body is ammonia, urea and uric acid. These are the three nitrogenous waste materials. Okay, we'll see the each and every details of the nitrogenous waste materials. Okay, we have to discuss about only majority of the nitrogenous waste material. Those are ammonia, urea and uric acid. These are the three nitrogenous waste materials we will discuss. Okay, the process of removal of ammonia is called ammonotelism. The process of removal of ammonia is called ammonotelism. It requires large quantity of water for their removal. Yes, ammonia requires large amount of the water for their removal. Ammonia is a highly toxic when compared with the urea and uric acid. Ammonia is a highly toxic. It requires large amount of water. That's why so many aquatic animals, they having the plenty of the water. That's why they adapted for ammonia as a chief nitrogenous waste material for their life. That's why ammonia is mainly chief nitrogenous waste materials of the animals is aquatic insects, aquatic fishes, and mollusks, ceiling turrets, coelenterate, and some cartilaginous fishes. These are the animals which excrete the ammonia. Ammonia is formed in the liver due to deamination of the proteins. Deamination of the proteins. Okay. How ammonia is formed means deamination of the process. The ammonia is formed in the liver. It requires large amount of the water for their removal, and so many animals, aquatic animals, adapted their life to remove as a nitrogenous waste material as ammonia, because they having a plenty amount of the water for their surrounding. By the process is called simple diffusion, means they will excrete this ammonia through body surface as well as the gills. Okay, ammonia is the highly toxic when compared with the urea and uric acid. The process of removal of this ammonia is called ammonotelicism. The animals will excrete the ammonia is called ammonotelic animals. Next one is urea. Urea is the second nitrogenous waste materials. It is less toxic when compared with the ammonia. Urea is the less toxic when compared with the ammonia. Okay, it requires minimum amount of the water for their removal. It requires minimum amount of the water for their removal, and also majority of the terrestrial animals adapted the urea as the chief nitrogenous waste materials for their removal. Okay, the process of removal of urea is called ureotelism. Ureotelism. The animals will excrete the urea as nitrogenous waste material is called ureotelic animals. Ureotelic animals. It requires a minimum amount of the water when compared with the urea. Okay, and also it is somewhat less toxic when compared with the ammonia. And also the animals like mammals, okay, terrestrial amphibians, and marine fishes, turtles, and crocodiles. These are the animals will excrete. Urea is the chief nitrogenous waste material. Urea, okay, it is also formed from the ammonia in the liver. Okay, urea is also formed from the ammonia. Ammonia is converted into urea within the liver. Okay, last one is what is uric acid? Uric acid is the least toxic when compared with both ammonia and urea. Uric acid is very less toxic. Okay, even it is present in the body, it won't harmful the body, because the other two are very harmful. That's why we have to remove immediately, okay, by the help of the water. And also here majority of the uric acid, okay, uricotelic, the animals will excrete the uric acid is called uricotelic, and the process is called urecotelism. Okay, like birds, reptiles, okay, birds, reptiles, insects, crustaceans, okay, crustaceans, and salamanders. These are the animals will excrete uric acid is a chief nitrogenous waste materials. Those are in the form of white pellet. Okay, white pellet. Okay, pellet. These are in the form of droppings. Okay, these droppings are white pellet. These are very less toxic when compared with the urea and uric acid. Okay, these are the three nitrogenous waste materials. Okay, excreted from different different animals.